Good afternoon, baseball fans. You are here with Ken from The Ugly Truth. And today we're going to be doing a special edition play-by-play calling the Angels versus the Astros in Game 4 of their series. Currently, the Angels have a 2-1 lead on the Astros and are looking to take the series today. I'm going to go over the lineups for today. The Angels will have Zach Neto hitting leadoff at shortstop at 265. Oswald Peraza is going to be playing third base, hitting 160. Mike Trout will be DHing today, hitting out of the third hole, hitting 231. Adele will be in right field, cleaning up, hitting 233. Luis Garcia will be hitting in the 5 hole, playing second base, hitting 247. Travis d'Arnaud will be behind the dish, hitting in the 6 hole, hitting 199 on the season. Lugo will be laying left field, hitting in the 7 hole 220. Carvadas is going to be at first base, hitting in the 8 hole, hitting 111. And Tadosia will be in center field, hitting 209 on the season. On the bump for the Astros is going to be former Astro Yusei Kikuchi. For the Astros, Pena will be at shortstop, hitting 305. Jordan Alvarez is making his return from the IL, hitting in the 2 hole, playing left field, hitting 219. Jose Altuve will be DHing, hitting out of the 3 hole, hitting 273. Recently reacquired third baseman Carlos Correa will be hitting cleanup, hitting 274. Christian Walker will be at first base, hitting out of the 5 hole, hitting 236. Diaz will be behind the dish, hitting 253. In the 7 hole, Ramon Urias will be at second base, hitting 255. And Wright Smith will be taking the 8 hole spot, hitting 240. And in the 9 hole is Mauricio Dubon playing center field, hitting 252. And on the bump for the Astros is going to be Luis Garcia. This is going to be his first start of the 2025 season. He had surgery, Tommy John surgery in 2023, and he has not pitched in the major leagues since then. And I want to say welcome to Landon. Well, Landon, it isn't to our advantage for the Astros to win. They're in the playoff hunt like us. Welcome, cold Italian pizza. Go figure. No Yankee baseball on Labor Day. And Daver, welcome to the stream. Hope everything is well with you also. We're minutes before game time, and if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And it looks like the Astros are taking the field, and Garcia is throwing the last of his warm-ups. He had a long wait between his start in May of 2023 to today. Stepping up to the plate is Zach Neto. Bud Young, shortstop for the Angels. And Neto steps up to the plate. Garcia is on the bump. Garcia sets And the pitch is on the way, and Neto fouls the first pitch off. The 92 mile an hour fastball. So Lord knows what Garcia is going to bring to the game today. He had 9 rehab starts, and not sure how he will come out firing this year. And Garcia fires a curveball that is off the plate. Count is 1-1. And Garcia sets and fires, and Neto chops this one to the first baseman. Walker is going to step on the bag to take it himself, and that is the first out of the inning. Oswald Peraza, former Yankee, is up to bat. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is fouled back. Count is 0-1. Ed Garcia sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. And Garcia sets, and the pitch is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2. Garcia sets, and he fires, and the pitch is a swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is Garcia's first strikeout since April of 2023. Hey, welcome to the stream, Nancy. Appreciate you being here. Garcia sets, and the sweeper catches the outside corner for call, strike 1. And the pitch is popped up to the catcher, and he is going to make the play for the second out. That is the third out of the game. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the first is going to be Pena, Alvarez, and Altuve. All right, a little bit of breaking Yankee news for you. The Yankees have expanded their roster to 28. The 2 players coming up are going to be Yusei Kikuchi and Ryan Yarbrough. Hey, Gold, I just I just found that one out. Thanks for the news, brother. Yusei Kikuchi is going to be on the bump for the Astros today. Kikuchi is 6-9 with a 3.68 ERA. Kikuchi sets, and the first pitch is a slider inside for ball one. Count is 0-1 for 1-0. Pena's hitting 305 on the season, 14 home runs, 50 RBIs, and the pitch is just a bit low. Might have caught the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 2-0. And Kikuchi sets, and he fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is 3-0. I want to wish everybody a happy Labor Day. Kikuchi sets and fires, and the pitch is a slider that catches the top of the strike zone. Count is now 3-1. Kikuchi sets, fires, and the pitch is down low. That is ball four. Coming up to bat is Yordan Alvarez, just returning from DL or IL. Kikuchi fires over to first base. Pena is back in head first, sliding. First disengagement. Alvarez is hitting .219 on the season, 4 home runs, 21 RBIs, and a .695 OPS. Kikuchi sets, and he fires, and the pitch catches the inside of the corner. Call is strike one. Count is 0-1. Kikuchi sets and fires, and the pitch is hammered to center field. And the ball is going to be caught by Tedesco. That is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Jose Altuve. Altuve has hit .273 on the season, 43 home runs, 65 RBIs, and a .785 OPS. And the first pitch is in there for call, strike one, and Pena steals second base with no throw. That's Pena's 20th stolen base of the season. Kikuchi turns and chases the runner back to second. First disengagement of this at bat. Altuve is hitting .234 on the season, 4 home runs, and 40 RBIs. Actually, that's with runners in scoring position. Kikuchi sets and fires, and the pitch is a curveball that catches the top of the strike zone. Count is 0-2. Kikuchi once again checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is in the dirt. Count is 1-2. Kikuchi sets and fires, and the pitch is hammered foul down the third base line. Count is going to remain 1-2. Kikuchi sets and fires, and the pitch is just off the plate and low. Count is evened at deuce. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled straight back to the fence. Count is down. Is going to remain 3-2. Kikuchi checks on the runner at second. On the way, and the pitch is fouled down the third base line. Count is going to remain 3-2 as we head to the eighth pitch of the at bat. Kikuchi sets, pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. And that is ball 4. Altuve is stripping his gear off, heading to first base. So the Astros have runners at first and second with 1 out. Carlos Correa is coming up to bat. And it looks like the umpires are meeting. There's a little bit of dispute on the count. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Correa either. I certainly don't think he's worth the contract. And he's got 4 more years remaining on the contract, with the potential of 4 more years if he hits each vesting option. That could be an 8-year contract running out at like 32 million AAV. A lot of people in the Yankees universe wanted to trade for him from the Twins, and I said there is no damn way they should do that. Kikuchi sets, and the pitch is on the way, and the curveball catches the outside corner. Call strike 1. Count is 0-1. Correa's hitting 274, 10 home runs, 44 RBIs, and a 721 OPS. And the pitch is on the way, and it catches the bottom of the strike zone. Count is now 0-2 on Correa. Kikuchi sets, and the changeup is just off the plate. Count is 1-2. Kikuchi steps off the mound to chase Pena back to second. So, first disengagement of this batter. Kikuchi sets and he paints the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 3. And that is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is former Arizona Diamondback and highly sought after first baseman Christian Walker. Kikuchi sets and the curveball is in there for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. Cold, I think that the Yankees can take 2 out of 3 from the Astros in Houston. And Kikuchi sets and fires, and the pitch is in the strike zone, but it's called ball 1. Count is 1-1. Kikuchi sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Kikuchi is 22 pitches deep into this game. Welcome, Zambam. Or Zambam. Welcome to the stream. And Kikuchi sets. Pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Astros in the bottom of the first. They leave runners at first and second. And as we head to the top of 2, the score is locked up at Donut. Coming up to bat for the Angels is going to be Joe Adell, Luis Rengifo, and Travis d'Arnaud. For those of you that are here, I want to extend my appreciation for you spending time here at Yankees The Ugly Truth on your Labor Day Monday. For those that haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Gold, Yarbrough is an effective pitcher. I'm not sure that he's going to be out of the bullpen because they have stretched him out longer down in the minor leagues. He was pitching up to 5 innings. And Garcia is stepping on the bump. Dell is in the box. And the first pitch from Garcia is on the way, and it is a four-seamer, 90 miles an hour off the plate. Garcia sets and fires, and the pitch is a cutter down in the dirt. Count is 2-0. I'm not sure what they're going to let Garcia do as far as pitches this game. He is coming back for the first time since 2023. And the next pitch is a cutter down low and off the plate. Count is 3-0. And the pitch is popped up, and it is going to make it into the stands behind the plate. Count is 3-1. Well, Cold, Heel hasn't found his footing yet. He's still coming back from the injury. He's got 5 starts under his belt. And Schlittler has explosive fastball, but he needs a lot of work on his secondary pitches. Garcia sets and he fires, and the fastball paints the top of the strike zone. Count is now full 3-2. Garcia sets, pitch is on the way, and this one is hit to center field. Dubon is tracking it, and he makes the play in deep center field for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Luis Rengifo. And Garcia sets and he fires, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike one. Rengifo is hitting .247 on the season, 7 home runs, 33 RBIs. And Garcia sets and fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is 1-1. Garcia sets and he fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is now 1-2. Garcia sets and he fires, and the four-seamer is up high. Count is evened at 2-2. Garcia sets and he fires, and the pitch is tap foul. Garcia sets and he fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is now 3-2. Garcia sets, fires, and the pitch is grounded to Urias. Urias flips it to Walker to record the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Travis d'Arnaud. Garcia is at 22 pitches in the game. And the first pitch is swung. It's popped up. And Diaz is tracking it, is going to make the play in foul territory, and that'll do it for the Angels in the top of the second. Coming up in the bottom of the second is going to be Diaz, Urias, and Smith. For those of you that are in the stream, thank you for spending your Labor Day weekend here, Labor Day Monday here. Listen to a little bit of baseball. If you haven't, please hit the like and share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We are heading to the bottom of the second. Score is locked up at 0-0. Diaz, Urias, and Smith are coming up to bat. Kikuchi sets and fires, and the pitch is grounded to Neto. Neto fields it cleanly and fires it to Travadas for the first out of the inning. Urias is up to bat, and the first pitch is a slider down low. Count is 1-0. Kikuchi sets. The next pitch is another slider down low. Count is 2-0. Kikuchi sets and fires and paints the bottom of the strike zone with a nice 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is now 2-1. Kikuchi sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and fouled up. Am I doing any more streams today? I may do one more. I'm not sure yet, Zam. I may hop on NY Yankee Mania with Joe and Evan and call a little bit of baseball. I think they're doing the 7:35 game. I don't remember who that matchup is. But I will be back tomorrow evening at 8:05. And the pitch is hit. And it is gone into the Crawford boxes. That is Urias's 10th home run of the season. And the Astros take a 1-0 lead. You do not remember Urias came over to the Astros at the trade deadline from the Baltimore Orioles. Coming up to bat is Smith. Kikuchi sets and fires, and the fastball is way up high. Count is 1-0. And Kikuchi sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is even at 1-1. Cam Smith is hitting .240 on the season, 8 home runs, 49 RBIs. Kikuchi sets and fires, and the pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike 2. Count is 0-2. Kikuchi is 32 pitches deep into this game. And Kikuchi sets and fires, and the pitch is up high. Count is evened at 2-2. Kikuchi sets, and the pitch is line to right field. Odell tracks it and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Mauricio Dubon. Kikuchi sets, fires, and the pitch is just inside. Count is 1-0. Kikuchi sets and fires, and the pitch is chopped foul. Count is 1-1. Dubon is hitting .252 with 7 home runs, 28 RBIs on the season. Kikuchi sets, and the pitch is hit to right center field. And the play is made by Tedesco. That'll do it to the Astros in the bottom of the second, but not before they take a 1-0 lead on a solo shot home run by Urias. Coming up to bat for the the Angels in the top of the second is going to be Lugo, Kavitas, and Teodosio. If you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees, The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We do play-by-plays almost every day. have open panels on Tuesdays and Thursdays. There are periodic pre-series reviews, and I post questions in the form of videos for folks in the chat to answer or ask questions, and I will try to answer the best that I can. We are at 330 subscribers and looking for our next milestone of 350. Anything that y'all can do to help that out would be most appreciated. Cat is awfully quiet. Nothing to say today? Yo, yo, yo. Here we go. And Garcia sets. And the first pitch is a curveball off the plate. Count is 1-0. Lugo's hitting .220 on the season, 3 home runs and 6 RBIs. And the next pitch is check swing, and it is not held up. Count is 1-1. Garcia sets, fires, and the pitch is fouled off down the third base slide. Garcia is at 26 pitches in this game. And the pitch is on the way, and Lugo swings and misses for the strike 3, and that is the first out of the inning. Garcia sets, and he fires one right down the heart of Broadway for call strike 1 on Cavadas. He's hitting 111 on the season, no home runs, no RBIs. He's got 9 games on the season. And the next pitch is a curveball up and away. Garcia sets, and the pitch is on the way, and the curveball is inside. Count is 2-1. Garcia sets, and this pitch is sliced to left field. Alvarez is tracking it, and he makes the play for the second out of the inning. Cold, I'm not aware of it, so thank you for the update. Garcia sets, and he fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Garcia sets, and this one is fouled off. Count is 0-2. Garcia sets, and he fires, and the cutter is off the plate. Count is now 1-2. And the pitch is a curveball off the plate. Count is now 2-0. Garcia sets and he fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is 3-2. Garcia sets and the ball is chopped to the shortstop, who fires it to Walker, and that is going to do it for the Angels in the top of 3. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the 3rd is going to be Pena, Alvarez, and Altuve. How are we feeling about today's game? What you're seeing, how do you think that the Yankees are going to fare against this Astros team starting tomorrow? Kikuchi sets and he fires, and the pitch is hammered down the third base line. That is going to make it into the corner. Pena is heading to second for a stand-up double. Uh, Landon, Urias hit a solo shot home run into the Crawford boxes. Kikuchi checks on the runner at second. He sets and fires, and the pitch catches the inside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Kikuchi sets and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Kikuchi steps off the mound to chase Pena back to second. Kikuchi sets, fires, and the slider is in the dirt. Count is now 1-2. Kikuchi sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3, and that is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Jose Altuve. He took a walk in his first at bat. Kikuchi sits and he throws. Pitch is swung on and missed. Nice 95-mile-an-hour fastball that painted the outside portion of the plate. Count is 0-1. And Kikuchi steps off and chases Pena back to the bag once again. Kikuchi sets and fires, and the fastball is up and away. Count is 1-1. Kikuchi sets and the ball is chopped foul. Count is now 1-2 on Altuve. Kikuchi sets, checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and this one is hammered into left field. It is going to bounce off the wall. Pena is rounding third and about to score. Altuve is in there for a stand-up double. Astros jump out to a 2-0 lead. And it looks like we have a mound visit going on with the Angels. Kikuchi sets and fires, and the pitch is down low to Correa. Count is 1-0. Correa is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout in his first at bat. And Kikuchi sits, and the pitch is off the plate. I think so too. And I'm Warren pitches the middle game. Kikuchi sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is now 2-1. The matchups are going to be Fried versus Valdez, Warren versus Alexander, and Rodon versus Javier. And Kikuchi sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is just low. Count is now 3-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is chop foul by Correa. Count is now 3-2. And Kikuchi steps on the mound, off the mound to chase Altuve back to second. Kikuchi sets, and the pitch paints the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 3. I think Kikuchi might have gotten a little bit of a gift on that one. And that is Kikuchi's 4th strikeout of the day. Coming up to bat is Christian Walker. Walker is 0-1 on the day with a strikeout. Kikuchi sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Kikuchi sets, and the pitch bounces away from the catcher. Altuve is going to head to third base. Kikuchi sets, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is now 2-1. Kikuchi steps off the rubber. Kikuchi sets, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Nice 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is now evened at deuces. Walker takes time out. Kikuchi sets, pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is going to remain deuce-deuce. For those of you hopping in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Kikuchi sets, fires, and the pitch is fouled off once again. Count is going to remain 2-2. Kikuchi sets, fires, and the pitch is grounded to Neto. Neto fires across the diamond to make the play, and that is going to do it for the Astros in the bottom of the third, but not before they add another run on. A double, RBI double from Jose Altuve. And we're going to go check on the scoreboard for the active games at this point. In the bottom of the eighth, the Nationals lead Marlins 2-0. In the bottom of the seventh, the Reds have a 2-1 advantage over the Blue Jays. Good for us. In the top of the sixth, the Tigers and the Mets are tied 6 apiece. In the bottom of the fourth, the Guardians and the Red Sox are locked up at 3s. Top of 4, the White Sox have a 3-1 lead on the Twins. Heading to the top of the fourth, the Astros have a 2-0 lead over the Angels. In the top of fourth, the Athletics and the Cardinals are locked up at 0s. And those are your active games on the hopper right now as we speak. And the first pitch from Garcia is a curveball in there for call, strike 1. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is fouled down the third base line. Count is 0-2. Neto is 0 for 1 on the day. Garcia sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 0-2. Garcia sets, fires, and this pitch is hammered into left field, and that one is going, and gone. That is Garcia's first hit of the day, and Neto plows this one into the right by the foul pole in the Crawford box. That is his 25th home run of the season. And the Angels cut into the Astros lead. Score is now 2-1. Coming up to bat is Oswald Peraza. Garcia sets, and the first pitch is a 90-mile-an-hour fastball off the plate. Count is 1-0. Peraza is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout in his first at bat. Garcia sets, and Peraza pocks this one foul directly behind the plate. Count is going to even up at 1-1. Garcia sets, and he fires, and the pitch is a four-seamer off the plate. Count is now 2-1. And the pitch is on the way, and the cutter is swung on and missed. Count is now 2-2. And Garcia sets, and he fires, and the pitch is just high. Count is now full, 3-2. Peraza is hitting in the two-hole today, the first time he's done so since when he was with the Yankees in 2023. Garcia sets, and he fires, and this one is hammered foul down the right field side. Count is going to remain 3-2. And Garcia sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is Garcia's third strikeout of the day. Garcia is at 48 pitches in the game. Coming up to bat is Mike Trout. He popped out in his first at bat. And the first pitch is a curveball in there for call, strike 1. And Garcia sets, pitch is on the way, and it is hammered into left field. That one is going to be off the wall in the Crawford box, but Alvarez plays it perfectly, and that is going to be a long single for Trout. That is his first hit of the day. And it looks like there's a mound visit with Garcia. I'll be back in half a sec. Grab a drink out of the fridge. And the pitch is on the way, and it is a sweeper off the plate. Count is 1-0 to Adele. Adele is 0 for 1 on the day with a flyout in his first at bat. Garcia sets, and this one is hammered. And that one is going to be gone. 2-run Sorry about that. A little bit of a connection issue. That was a monster home run by Adele. And the pitch is on the way to Renjifo, and he swings on and misses. And that is going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Travis d'Arnaud. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Garcia sets and he fires. The curveball is off the plate. Count is ball what? Count is what-edo. d'Arnaud is 0 for 1 on the day with a foul out in his first at bat. And Garcia sets, and the pitch is hammered foul. Count is going to be evened at 1 up. Garcia sets, and he fires, and the four-seamer is off the plate. Count is now 2-1. And the pitch is on the way, and d'Arnaud pops this one. Walker is tracking it and is going to make the play in foul territory for the third out of the inning, but not before the Angels knock a couple of home runs to take a 3-2 lead on the Astros. Hey, Jonathan, welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. And for those of you that have hopped into our stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And let's go over the scoreboard again. In the top of the ninth, the National leads the Marlins 2-0. In the top of the eighth, the Reds are leading the Blue Jays 2-1. In the bottom of the sixth, the Mets lead the Tigers 9-6. In the bottom of the fifth, the Guardians and Red Sox are tied up at 3 apiece. Heading to the top of five, the White Sox lead the Twins 3-2. In the Angels Astros game, they're heading to the bottom of the fourth. Angels lead the Stros 3-2. In the top of the fifth, the Athletics lead the Cardinals 3-1. And those are our active games for today's game. And the first pitch from Kikuchi is in there for strike one. Oh, they call it a ball. Okay. And the next pitch is swung on and missed. Count is evened out 1-1. And Kikuchi sets and fires, and that pitch is Fouled off by Diaz. Count is now 1-2. Kikuchi sits and fires, and this one is hammered into left field, and that is going to go off the walls. So that is going to be another double for the Astros. Coming up to bat is Ramon Urias. His last at bat, he hit a home run. And the first pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is hit into right center field. And Diaz is going to score to even this game up at 3-3. That was a single by Urias. And the pitch is on the way, and it is pop foul. Pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off. Count is 0-2. Kikuchi sets, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. That is Kikuchi's 5th strikeout. That was a good morning, good afternoon, and good night 3-pitch strikeout. And the changeup is down low for ball 1. Kikuchi sets and fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is 2-0. Hey, Felix. Nope, I wasn't paying attention to the Mets game at all, Felix, but that's good to know. Kikuchi sets and fires, and the pitch is chopped to the third baseman, who the home plate umpire calls the ball foul. I'm not sure about that one. And the pitch is 2-1 on Mauricio, and the pitch is fired. It is grounded to Rengifo, who flips it to Neto and relays it back to first baseman for a 4-6-3 double play. And that is going to end the inning for the Astros, but not before they tack a run on to tie the game up at 3 up. Coming up in the top of 5 is going to be Lugo, Cavadas, and Deslio. So everyone that's here, how are we feeling about the game so far? Go, go, go. Let's go. Game's cruising pretty fast. We're not even an hour and a half yet. We're going into 5. Zam Bam, what kind of a fan are you, brother? Are you an Angels fan, Astros fan, Yankees fan? Anybody? All fans are welcome here. Just curious. I haven't seen you in one of my streams before. Garcia sets, and the first pitch is down low for ball 1. And the pitch is a high pot fly. Walker is going to take this one in foul territory for the first out. And Calvinus flew out in his first attempt. He is 0 for 1 on the day. And the pitch is in there for call, strike 1. And the curveball is in there for call, strike 2. Count is 0-2. Garcia sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is down in the dirt. Count is 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and it is chopped to Walker. Walker is going to flip it to Garcia for the second out. And Teodosio is the 9-hole hitter coming up to bat. He grounded out in his first time at bat, and he is 0 for 1. And the pitch is a nice sweeper in there for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Garcia sets and he fires, and the pitch is chopped up the middle. And Arias makes a spectacular play, firing it to Walker for the third out of the inning. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Garcia. And for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And we're going to look at the scoreboard. And the Nationals beat the Marlins 2-0. They're in the bottom of the eighth in Cincinnati, and the Reds lead the Blue Jays 2-1. Top of 7, the Mets lead the Tigers 9-6. In the bottom of the fifth, Red Sox have taken a 5-3 lead on the Guardians. In the bottom of the fifth, the White Sox have a 4-2 lead on the Twins. Here in Houston, the Astros and the Angels are locked up at 3 apiece. In the top of 6, the A's lead the Cardinals 3-1. And the next game start time is going to be 4:05 with the Braves and the Cubs, 4:10 with the Phillies and the Brewers, Giants and the Rockies. At 6:40, the Orioles and the Padres will be matching up. 7:35, the Mariners and Rays will be matching up. And at 8:10, the Diamondbacks and the Rangers will be locked up. And Pena is going to be up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the day. Excellent. And the pitch is fly to the center fielder for the first out. Tedesco makes the play. That is a 1 pitch and 1 out. Teodoso. Coming up to bat is Jordan Alvarez. He is 0 for 2 on the day with a line out and a strikeout. Kikuchi has 5 strikeouts on the day, and he is at 73 pitches. Kikuchi sets, and the first pitch is a slider that is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Kikuchi sets. Pitch is on the way. Wow. And that paints the bottom of the strike zone, but it is called ball 1. Don't know what the hell the umpire is looking at. Kikuchi is giving the umpire a little bit of an eyeball, because that one damn sure should have been a strike. Kikuchi sets, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Yeah, Kikuchi sets, and he fires, and the slider is down low. Count is even at deuce. And Kikuchi sets. Curveball is hammered foul down the third base line. Count is going to remain deuce deuce. Yeah, Kikuchi sets and fires at the four-seamer is down low. Count is down full. 3 add 2. We're in the bottom of 6. Or bottom of 5. The score is tied 3-3. There's 1 out and a full count on Alvarez. And the pitch is hit right up the middle. Iadesio is going to make the play and throw it into second quickly. So coming up to bat is Jose Altuve. He is 1 for 1 on the day with a double and a base on balls. Yes, Yassine, the Yankees called up Ryan Yarbrough and JC Escara. And the first pitch to Altuve is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Kikuchi sets and pitches, and the ball is chopped weakly to the first baseman, who is going to tag Altuve out. Cavadeas holds on the ball, and Alvarez advances to second. So the Astros have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Carlos Correa is coming up to bat. He's 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. Kikuchi is at 82 pitches in the game. Pitch count is looking real good. And it looks like the pitching coach is coming out. They got a little bit of a bound visit going on. Correa is currently on a 1 for 26 hitting streak. Hopefully that continues into the Yankee series. And Kikuchi sets and fires, and the pitch is grounded up the middle. And Alvarez is going to round the plate and score to give the Astros a 4-3 lead. Correa hits in the go-ahead run. Coming up to bat is Christian Walker. He is 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. And the first pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Kikuchi sets, and the pitch is hammered to center field. Teodoso is camped under it, and he makes it in deep center field for the third out of the inning, but not before the Astros tack on another run and take a 4-3 lead. Yusei, what do you want to see the Yankees do in a 12-game stretch, starting against teams with a 500 winning record? Well, right now, the Yankees are at 37-37 against teams with a greater than 500 record. If the Yankees can hold that or go 7-5, I think that we'll be just fine. Your thoughts, Yassine? Coming up to bat in the top of 6 for the Angels is going to be Neto, Peraza, and Trout. And for those of you that have just hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Garcia is pitching for the first time since 2023 at the major league level. He underwent Tommy John surgery in 2023 and is looking really good today. Garcia sets, and the first pitch is a towering fly ball. And Urias is tracking it and is going to make the play in shallow center field. First out of the inning. And it looks like Caleb Ort is warming up in the bullpen for the Astros. Garcia sets, and the next pitch is pop foul. Count is 0-1. Peraza is 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. Nothing unfamiliar for those of us that have followed him as a Yankee. Garcia sets, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Garcia sets and fires, and the cutter is in there for call, strike 2. And the pitch, wow, it is out of the strike zone, but it is called strike 3. And Peraza is rung up for the hat trick. That is the 5th strikeout for Garcia today. Garcia sets, and he fires, and the fastball to Trout is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Garcia sets. Pitch is in there for call, strike 1. Fastball paints the bottom of the strike zone. Put it at 90 miles an hour. Garcia sets and fires, and the pitch is hammered foul. Count is now 1-2 on Trout. Trout is 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a run scored. And Garcia sets and he fires, and the pitch is up high. Count is now evened at deuce deuce. Garcia sets and he fires, and Trout swings at a pitch that is out of the strike zone. And that is going to be his sixth strikeout of the day. Garcia had a fine appearance after being off the IL since 2023 with Tommy John surgery. Hey, Celia. And Kikuchi sets, and the first pitch is fouled off. Count is 0 and 1. Diaz is 1 for 2 on the day with a double and a run scored. And the pitch is hammered down the right field line. And Adele is tracking it and is going to make the play on the right field line for the first out of the inning. Urias is coming up to bat. He is 2 for 2 on the day with a single and a home run, 2 RBIs. And Kikuchi sets and fires, and the fastball is just a bit high. Count is 1 and 0. Kikuchi sets and he paints the inside corner with a nice 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is now evened at 1 and 1. And the next pitch is down. Count is 2 and 1. I think the Yankees' record at the end of the season is going to be 92 and 70. Kikuchi sets and fires, and this pitch is foul down the third base line. Count is now evened at deuce deuce. Kikuchi sets, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is going to do it for Urias, and that is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Cam Smith. He is 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. And Kikuchi sets, and the first pitch is up high for ball 1. Count is 1-0. And Kikuchi sets, pitch is on the way, and he just misses inside. I think he might have caught the inside part of the plate, but count is now 2-0. Kikuchi sets and fires, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is now 2-1. Kikuchi sets, and the slider is down low. Count is now 3-1. For those of you just hopping in the stream, if you could, hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And that ball is lined into left field. So that was a nice hit by Smith. Coming up to bat is Mauricio Dubon. So there is a runner on first base with 2 outs. And it looks like the Angels are going to be pulling Kikuchi from the game. La 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 la.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more.
Hey Lou, welcome to the stream. Happy Labor Day to you and everyone in the stream. For those of you that are in the stream, Joe at Yankee Mania with Evan are going to be calling the 7:35 game of the Mariners and the Rays. And I am debating on whether to call the Rangers and Diamondbacks game at 8:10. If I do, check your notifications and come listen to a little bit of baseball this evening. Well, if y'all think that the team is going to do that bad, why follow them? And the pitch is in there for call strike, and Smith is going to steal second base. That is Smith's 7th stolen base on the season. Count is 0-1 on Dubon. And the pitch is down low for ball one. Count is even at 1-1. Well, how are you a fan if you think that the team is going to go 3-9 and 12? And the pitch is on the way, and it is in the dirt. Count is now 2-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it misses just outside. Count is now 3-1. I said 7-5 is my prediction. In this first series that we have coming up against the Astros, we have Fried locking up against Framber Valdez, who hasn't looked well, and we hammered the last two times we faced him. The second game is going to be Will Warren, and the pitch is off the plate for ball four. So the Astros are now going to have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is Pena. Game 2 is going to be Warren against Alexander. Alexander's a real good pitcher, and I think that the Astros may get us on that one. And then we have Fried matching up against Javier, who we hammered. So that's the first series that we're looking at. Then we had, and the pitch is hammered to left field, and that one is going to drop in front of the Crawford box. Lugo plays it on the hop, and Dubon is going to go to third. Pena has a double, and the Astros take a 5-3 lead. So right off the bat, in the 3-game series against the Astros, I think we take 2 out of 3 from them. We play the Blue Jays in the Bronx. No idea what the pitching matchups are, but we play very well in the Bronx, and the Blue Jays play very bad on the road. Pitch is on the way, and Altuve fouls this one off, and the count is 0-1. Altuve is 1 for 2 on the day with a double, a base on balls, and an RBI. He would have had a stolen base, but it was a hit. Bases are juiced full of Astros, and the pitch paints the bottom of the corner. Count is 0-2. And Lou, if we take the Astros and the Red Sox, that's 4 wins right there. And we're playing Detroit in our house, and and the pitch is chop foul. Count is going to remain 0-2. And if you're looking at the 4 teams that we're playing, winning percentage on teams that have an over 500 record, and the pitch is swung on and fouled off, and that is out of play. The Red Sox have a 35-35 record. They are flat even. The Yankees have a 37-37, so they are flat even. Let me check on the other two. And the pitch is grounded to the third baseman, who is going to step on the bag to record the third base or the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the Astros. Let's see. The Blue Jays are 39 and 33, teams greater than 500, with a 34 and 34 record away from home. The Tigers are 36 and 33, so they're just a little over 500. And their road record is 36 and 33, so they're a little better than 500. The Yankees' home record is 41 and 28, so they're winning almost 70% of the games at home. If you're looking at run differential, Blue Jays have a plus 56. The Yankees have a 134 differential. Tigers have a plus 90. And the Astros have a plus 15. So if you're a straight numbers guy or gal, the numbers aren't one-sided. So 7 and 5, 6 and 6, I think that's realistic to look at. If you're thinking 9 and 3, Yankees taking it, that would be fantastic, but I don't see it happening. And let's see. In the Blue Jays Reds games, score is now 4-3 Jays. The Reds have runners at second and third with one out. And for those of you that are hopping in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, and Yusei is reporting that the Reds beat the Blue Jays. We pick up another half game on them. And Ord is on the bat. Renhefo is up. And the pitch is in there for call, strike one. Ort sets and he fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. All right, Jake. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, so if they lose those two series and they win the other two, what do you think they're going to go in that 12-game stretch, Jake? Fourth sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on a bit for strike three. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled straight back by Dardo. Count is 0-1. Dardo is 0 for 2 on the day with 2 flyouts. Pitch is on the way, and d'Arnaud swings and misses. Count is 0-2. d'Arnaud is not looking anywhere near the hitter that he was as a Brave. And the pitch from d'Arnaud is hit up the middle. Going to make it into center field. So d'Arnaud gets a 2-out single. So, Jake, you're predicting that the Red Sox and the Jays are going to sweep the Yankees? Lugo is up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a pop out. And the first pitch from Ort is down low for ball 1. Do I think the Yankees will call up Spencer Jones? I do not. Pitch is on the way and swung on by Lugo. Count is 1-1. Ort sets, fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is now 2-1. And the pitch is fouled off down the third base line. Count is evened at 2-2. Pitch is on the way, and Lugo swings and misses for the third strikeout. And that is going to do it for the Angels in the top of the 7th. As we head to the bottom of the 7th, the Astros lead the Angels 5-3. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the 7th is going to be Carlos Correa, Christian Walker, and Yainer Diaz. Well, with that being said, Jake, if the Yankees take one game in those other 2 series, that puts us at 5-7. If they take one game in each series, that puts us at 6-6. Favorite trade? You're talking at the deadline this season, Yassine, and free agent signing in last season? Well, if we're just talking this past season, free agent signing, I would say, would be probably Paul Goldschmidt. Jake, Austin Slater is still rehabbing. If he was ready to go, I think that he would have been brought up as part of the 2-man shift for the 28-man roster. And I think that exactly what JC Oscar is a placeholder until Slater is ready. And how the expansion goes is we get to call up 2 players, whether they are on the 40-man roster or not, and make the adjustments from there. So we don't have to send anybody down. if we were going to call somebody up who wasn't on the 40-man roster, what they would most likely do is they would put Jonathan Loizaga, who's done pitching for the season, who is on the IL, on the 60-day IL. That would take him off the 40-man roster, and that would open up a slot. And the first pitch is swung on and hit to Neto. Correa grounds out to Neto, and that is going to be the first out of the inning. 1 pitch and 1 out. And let's see, Zephyr Yoran is the new pitcher. Coming up to bat is Christian Walker, 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout, ground out, and a flyout. Wow. First pitch is a curveball that paints the bottom of the strike zone, but it is called ball 1. It's good to see that umpires are equally shitty in games that aren't played by the Yankees. And the next pitch is a sweeper that is just up high. Count is 2-0. In the old days, Jake, they in September, the September call-ups, they could expand your roster up to 40 people. And the next pitch is foul down the third base line. Count is 2-1. It would change the dynamics of the game because they didn't have limitations on what type of players. So a lot of teams would pull up 7 or 8 bullpen arms. And the pitch is off the plate. Count is now 3-1. So they would basically rest any bullpen arms that they had. They'd go with the starters for 5 innings and then pull them. And the pitch is in there for call. Strike 2. Count is now full, 3-2. I would have liked to have seen Spencer Jones called up in this September call-up. And the pitch is in the dirt all the way to the backstop, and that is ball 4. But if the Yankees were going to call him up to the major league roster, I would like to see him actually play and start every day. If you look with Bellinger, Judge, and Grisham, who would you pull out of the lineup? And the first pitch to Diaz is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Well, that's the exact problem right there. Dominguez is fighting for at-bats at the major league level. And if you call Jones up, you might as well send Dominguez down because he's not going to see the field again. And Zephyran makes a pickoff attempt at first base. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 1-2. If Stanton is in the DH slot, no, it will not. However, if Judge is not in the outfield, then it definitely would limit Stanton's at-bats. Pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled. Strike back. Count is 1-2. For those of you just hopping in the stream, we are in the bottom of the 7th. The Astros lead the Angels 5-3. There is 1 out with a runner at second and a 1-2 count on Yainer Diaz. And Zephyran sets and fires, and the pitch is in the dirt. Count is now evened at deuce deuce. For those of you that have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Your support is most appreciated. And the pitch is swung on and missed by Diaz. Coming up to bat is Ramon Urias. He is 2 for 3 on the day with a single, a homer, strikeout, and 2 RBIs. And there is a pickoff attempt at first. Walker is back in head first. Not sure why they're trying to pick him off. He doesn't run. And the first pitch is in there for call, strike one. Jake, I do not think that the Tigers' rotation is deep enough. They brought Jack Flaherty back, and frankly, he just hasn't been that good this season. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Or 0-2, I mean, excuse me. And the pitch is swung on and fouled off. Count is 0-2. Going to remain at 0-2. The other pitcher that is in question is Casey Mize from the Astros rotation, or from the Tigers rotation. He has the potential to be great, but he has been up and down all season long. He's gone through streaks where and the runner is on the way. Walker steals second base. Miracles never cease to amaze. Mize has had 3-4 game stretches where he looks like Nolan Ryan, and then he's gone through 5-6 stretches where he looks like Patrick Corbin. Just not consistent performance out of him. And the pitch is foul down the third base line. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is now 3-2. You seen? God's honest truth. I have mixed emotions about that one right now. It's still the heart of baseball season. That game is in Brazil. And the pitch is a beautiful sweeper that catches the plate for call, strike three. And that is going to do it for the Astros. Who knows? You've seen, I may do a simulcast, hit the highlights on the Chiefs Chargers game and call the Yankees game. Best rotation for possible playoff teams. If I was to go on just straight numbers, I think the best rotation in baseball for the postseason for the American League is probably the Seattle Mariners. Now, the question that I have with the Mariners, can their hitting hold up to match their pitching? Yankees have actually done very well against the Mariners this season. Hey, Jonathan. And let me go over the scoreboard real quick. The Nationals beat the Marlins 2-0. The Reds come back and beat the Blue Jays 5-4. The Mets hold on to beat the Tigers 10-8. Red Sox lead the Guardians 6-4. In the bottom of 7, the Twins are leading the White Sox 5-4. In this game, the Astros are leading the Angels 5-3. And the Athletics are leading the Cardinals 7-2. At the end of 1, the Braves were leading the Cubs. In the bottom of the first, the Brewers are leading the Phillies 1-0. In the bottom of the first, the Giants are leading the Rockies 1-0. And that'll do it for the scoreboard for all active games. And the next pitch is a line drive hit at Correa. Correa feels it, and that is going to do it for Taylor. Yeah, they brought that up, Jake. Peraza is hitting in the 2-hole for the first time since April of 2023. And the first pitch to O'Hoppe is off the plate. And the next pitch is a four-seamer that catches the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is lined into right field. And that is going to be a base hit for O'Hoppe. Coming up to bat is Zach Neto. And what were the Angels thinking? Garcia hadn't pitched since 2023, coming off of Tommy John surgery. And I think that they were thinking he could get some. And Neto just hooked one foul. Just about tied the game up. It looks like the umpire crew is reviewing to see whether this was a home run. Don't think it should take too long. So the count is 0-1 on Netos as he steps back in the box. King sets and fires and just misses outside. Count is even at 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and that is a line drive that is fielded directly at Pena. Who has the best bullpen in the AL? Hmm. And the pitch for King to Peraza is way outside. Peraza is 0 for 3 on the day with a hat trick. Pitch is on the way, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-1. Maybe the Red Sox. Red Sox might have the best bullpen in the AL right now. Not far behind are the Yankees. And the pitch is grounded sharply foul down the third baseline. Count is now 1-2. So is Peraza going to get the golden sombrero? And the pitch is all the way, and it is chopped up the middle. And the ball is going to be fielded by Pena, flipped to second for the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the Angels in the bottom of the, or the top of the eighth. Coming up to bat is going to be Cam Smith, Mauricio Dubon, and Pena. 8, 9, and 1. And for those of you that are here in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Yusei, do you think there should be padding on the left field Crawford box? Honestly, I never really give it much thought. For those of you that have hopped in the stream, if you could, hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And it looks like Brock Burt will be coming in to replace Zephyrhand. Coming up to bat is Cam Smith. And the first pitch is a slider, and they're called strike one. And the next pitch is hit to left field, or right field, and this one is going to drop it for a base hit. So the Astros start off the eighth with a base hit from Cam Smith, his second straight hit in a row. And Burke sets, makes a weak pickoff attempt at first base. And the Astros fans are booing. Who do I think in the NL has a good shot at making a deep run, pitching and hitting combined? If I was going to call one team out, I would probably say the Padres. Although I think that the Brewers are a close second. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is evened out 1-1. Padres, their starting pitching is pretty good. And the pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-2. Their bullpen is solid after they added the closer from the A's at the trade deadline. So they basically have three closers in that bullpen, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 1-2. And the Brewers, they just seem to be able to win. They've traded some very big names and key players like Corbin Burns last year. They traded Devin Williams this year. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled straight back. Mauricio has a 1-2 count on him, going to his sixth pitch of the at bat. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off. If Burke wants to get this guy, he needs to show him something up in the top part of the strike zone or even out of the top part of the strike zone just to change his eye level. And Cam is, oh my God, he was picked off, but the first baseman, Neto, cuts in front of the second baseman who is on the bag, and Neto drops the ball. So Smith is going to be credited with a stolen base. And the pitch is off the plate. That was a horrible play. And there is a pickoff attempt at second. And the pitch is in there, fouled off. And the pitch is popped foul. And Peraza is going to make the play. Peraza is playing first base. And the pitch is on the way, and it paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike one. And timeout is called by Pena. For those of you just hopping in the stream, we're in the bottom of the eighth. Astros lead 5-3 over the Angels. There is one out with a runner at second. Pena is up 2 for 3 with a pair of doubles. And the pitch is in there for strike 2. And Pena tries to check his swing, and that is going to be strike 3. So that is a good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Pena. Coming up to bat is Yordan Alvarez, 1 for 3 on the day. And it looks like there is a mound conference going on. And the first pitch to Alvarez is a fastball right down the heart of Broadway. Count is 0-1. And the next pitch is a fastball that misses up. That was a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is evened at 1-1. And the pitch is grounded through the hole in a shortstop spot. Cam Smith is going to score. So that is an RBI single for Alvarez, and the Astros take a 6-3 lead. And that ground ball came off of Alvarez's bat at 113 miles an hour. He tattooed the hell out of it. And it looks like Melton is going to replace Alvarez as a pinch runner. And Burke sets, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Milton steals, and he is in there safe at second for his sixth stolen base of the season. And Burke sets and fires, and the pitch is in there for call. Strike one. Strike two. The count is now evened at deuce deuce. And the next pitch is hammered. And this one is going at God. That is a 2-run homer by Altuve. Now the Astros have an 8-3 lead. God damn it. And I put Jose Altuve on the bench today for my fantasy baseball team. That's 25.8 points in the crapper today. And the first pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1 on Correa. And Burke sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is even at 1-1. Burke is at 24 pitches in this inning. And the pitch is on the way, and Correa fouls it off. Correa is 1 for 4 on the day with a strikeout, couple of strikeouts. And the pitch is a fly ball to right field. Joe Adell is tracking it and is going to play the play just short of the foul line. And that is going to do it for the Astros, but not before they put a 3 spot on the board to take a 5-run lead over the Angels. Score is 8-3. And it's looking like the Astros are going to end up splitting this 4-game series with the Angels. So, I'm personally not worried about the Astros offense. I know in the series that we face off against them here starting on Tuesday, we are not going to see Hunter Brown, who is top flight pitcher that the Yankees have had problems with. And Craig Kimbrell is coming in to pitch. And the first pitch is a knuckle curve that is in there for call, strike one. You're right, Celia. And the next pitch is a four-seamer called strike two. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is up and in. Count is 1-2. Mike Trout is 1 for 3 on the day. And the pitch is on the way, and Trout swings on and misses that one for strike three. And that is the first out of the ninth. And the pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. 94-mile-an-hour fastball to Joe Adell, who is 1 for 3 on the day with a 2-run homer. Kimbrell sets and fires it. Adell fouls this one straight back. Count is 1-. Kimbrell sets and fires at the pitch. Wow, should have been called a strike, but they called it. They called it ball two. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is off the plate. It is called a strike. So it is called 2-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Adell hits a line drive into left field. That is going to be a 1-out base hit. Coming up to bat is Luis Garcia. He is 0 for 3 on the day with a pair of strikeouts, hoping to avoid the hat trick. And the first pitch is on the way, and knuckle curve is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Hell, I didn't even realize that Kimbrell was pitching in the major leagues still. Kimbrell sets and fires, and the pitch is chop foul. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is on the way. And the pitch is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2. Kimbrell sets and fires, and the pitch is way inside. Count is now even at 2-2. Kimbrel sets and fires, and the pitch is down low and inside. Count is now full, 3-2. Kimbrel has gone in his traditional fashion from 0-2 to 3-2. Kimbrel sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain full, 3-2. As we head to the seventh pitch of the at bat. Kimbrel sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Going to remain 3-2 as we head to the eighth pitch of the at bat. Kimbrel sets and he fires, and the pitch is a line drive through the left side of the infield. And the Angels have back to back hits. They have runners at first and second with one out. Catcher Travis d'Arnaud is coming up to bat. He is 1 for 3 on the day and had a single in his last at bat. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off by d'Arnaud. Count is 0-1. Kimbrel sets and fires, and the knuckle curve is down low. Count is 1-1. Kimbrel sets and fires, and the fastball is hammered foul. Count is now 1-2. Kimbrel sets and fires, and the knuckle curve is down low. Count is even at 2-2. Deuce, deuce. Where is the goose? And the pitch is on the way, and d'Arnaud is called out on strikes. So that is going to be the second out of the inning. That is Kimbrel's second strikeout of the inning. Coming up to bat is Lugo, 0 for 3 on the day, and the rookie has a pair of strikeouts. And the Angels are down to their last out of the game. And the first pitch is in there for call, strike one. And the next pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2, and the Angels are down to their last strike. And Kimbrel steps off and chases the runner back to second. And Kimbrel sets and he fires, and the fastball just misses off the plate. Count is 1-2. And Kimbrel sets and he fires, and the pitch just misses the outside of the plate. Count is going to go 2-2. Deuce, deuce. And Kimbrel sets and he fires, and the knuckle curve is down in the dirt. Count is now full, 3-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is foul tipped. Count is going to remain 3-2. For those of you just hopping in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And Kimbrel sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is going to remain 3-2 as we head to the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Kimbrel is at 29 pitches. He's only pitched 4 games at the major league level this season. He was signed by the Astros on August the 2nd. Kimbrel sets. And the pitch is on the way, and this is hammered to Pena. Pena flips it over to Walker for the 3rd out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the Angels. The Astros win the game 8-3. They are going to split the series with the Angels 2-2. Yankees will be coming into town tomorrow night. I want to wish everybody a happy Labor Day, and thank everybody for taking a little bit of time to listen to a little bit of baseball. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. For those that are subscribed, please hit your notification button. I am still deciding whether I will call the Diamondbacks Rangers game at 8:10 tonight. Hit your notifications and you'll know if I go online. And I'll end this one with let's go Yankees, and see you in the funny papers. Have a great day.